Simplicity is essential when you're raising kids with trauma or raising kids at all, because you don't have energy to spare on inefficiency.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm the trauma mama, and if you don't know me, I'm married to Josh, and we have 3 kids who were adopted through foster care. This channel is all about raising kids who have experienced trauma, raising kids with special needs, and some basic simplicity parenting hacks.
This first tip is keep things where you need it. We keep our kids' socks in the mudroom. We realize we need socks as we are leaving the house. Now we have a mudroom set up that each kid has their own cubby. But before we had that to work with, we just gave each kid 2 hooks. One for their coat and their snow pants, the other for their hats, mitten, face mask. So everything was kept together. Work with the space you have, but put the things that you need right where you need it. On this topic, I keep a hair bag in the kitchen because I do my daughter's hair as she's eating breakfast. Actually, today I did her hair as she brushed her teeth. I do keep an extra hair bag in the car for if it's a non-school day, my routine might be off, and so we get somewhere and I realize, oh, I never brushed Isabel's hair. So then I have that in the car for when I need it. Guess where we keep our toothbrushes? In the kitchen, in a drawer that's just for toothbrushes and toothpaste, because our kids brush their teeth in the morning just before they head out the door. We have other toothbrushes in their bathroom for when they brush at night. Food prep. I know you've heard this before, but let me just share that prepping food that you know your kids will eat. Go to my picky eater video and you will understand. This took me a little while. I always keep food prepped that I know my picky eater will eat. We grill chicken about once every 5 days, and we will season it a little bit differently just to keep it interesting. But that way, no matter what I have planned for dinner, and some nights I'm creative and some nights I'm not, no matter what I've planned, my picky eater has a go-to protein. I tried it with hard-boiled eggs, but what I found was as soon as I made some, my kids would eat all of them in one sitting, no matter how many I made. But that didn't work so well for me for food prep in terms of having something on hand, but the grilled chicken works well. Vegetables. This is actually my 3rd tip, but it ties right into my 2nd tip. Keep the same vegetables. This helps not only my picky eater, it helps us with not wasting as much food. We know if we have cucumbers, carrots, and peppers that are prepped and ready to go, then there's vegetables for every kid every time. And we get on a really good cycle of knowing when we need to buy more, when we need to eat up what we have. And that way we waste less and we have food on hand. You put the vegetables together with the protein that's prepped, and my picky eater always has a go-to meal that prevents meltdowns. And, it allows him to take a no thank you bite of the extra creative item that we have without it being a big deal. And sometimes, if he just smells it, that's fine because I know he's getting chicken and vegetables. We also keep all those vegetables in one drawer. I even keep my salad dressing in there. So for dinner, I can just pull out the drawer. I make a salad. My kids will not eat salad yet, but I am hopeful. But my husband and I like to make a salad with different types of lettuce. So I keep the lettuce in there with the raw veggies that are there also for the kids, but they can have a deconstructed salad using only what they like. And I have everything I need to just put a salad next to whatever I made for the main dish. And if it's an adventurous night and we have an added vegetable, like asparagus is in season right now, and I love asparagus. So we might have asparagus, but we also have the raw vegetables in case kids are not feeling as adventurous as I am. It makes cleanup so fast because everything can really stay there as I grab. And I'm just not one that was ever really good about cleaning as I went. And I have found that this really cuts down on it. All right, tip number 4, have your daily items in a place that's convenient for you. This is important for your own self-care. If you're like me, if it's not convenient, you won't do it.
The day I cleared off this counter, instead of having everything out where I could reach it, it felt amazing. Also, I use routines, Secret Slob, and the Swish and Swipe. Did I need to wipe this down right before this video? Yes. But did it take me less than 2 minutes to do? Yes. I have my contacts for my right eye, my contacts for my left eye, face wash. I have one in the shower as well. And then my night cream, vitamin C. To my contacts, I have my lotions here. Now my day cream and my eye cream and that type of stuff, I keep in my closet because I like to let it sit for a little bit, do its magic before I apply my day cream. But as you can see, I have my toothbrush, toothpaste. This is dental floss because I use this twice a day. My eye makeup remover I use every night, and I just have a few pads in there. This is the drawer I use every single day. The next drawer, what I use the next most often. So like days that I do makeup, my foundation primer, my CC cream that I always use, and 2 foundation brushes. If it didn't fit or if it made it so I couldn't use it, I would pare down, but I can use all this. Next, I have everything for my eyes. I mean, it's not Pinterest worthy, but it's accessible. Then I have my lip gloss. I have a blush brush. I know exactly where to look for it, and it's right with my blush. This brush, see, I mean, it's, yeah, it has some powder on it. It's not Pinterest worthy. I'm just showing you the simplicity. Now, obviously, if I'm have my mask on, nobody's seeing my lips, but I just feel better when my lips are done. Okay, the root touch-up, that I use about once a week, and only when it's been a few weeks since I've colored, because my roots tend to show quite a bit. I do have quite a bit of gray hair. It really helps. And I'm not picky about brand for that. I am picky about brand for my skincare and makeup. This is for my lips. Every now and then, it's nice to know exactly where this is. And I'll put this on, rub it in, rinse it off in the shower. That gives it a couple minutes to like set in. Then when I get out, I apply the lip balm. If I forget to apply my lip balm, I have another one in my car. If I'm going to do an at-home spa day for some really quick self-care, I will apply the charcoal mask. Again, here we go, real life. It has charcoal mask on it, moisture renewing gel. That makes it feel really good afterward. And so these 2 drawers are mine. It makes it simple. Now it's all tucked away, but I can easily, I open this drawer and I don't have to shut it until I'm all done.
And it's awesome having one space in my home that is always convenient for me. All right, tip number 5, which is really kind of tip number 1, have less stuff. Don't have stuff in your house that you don't need. Follow the minimal mom. My kids, they love to do art projects. We have simplified what items we keep available for them. It's now paper, crayons, colored pencils. We don't even keep markers. They love them. Why don't we keep them? Because then the tops fall off and we end up with dried up markers, and it's just always something extra for me to pick up or for me to have them pick up, which could become another struggle. Check out my video on how to get your kids to do chores. And then we keep a bin of special art projects with glue and glitter, all the stuff I could never leave out. That is for that special time when a grown-up has time to do a project with the kids. We find it works better. Tell me if this is true for you. Comment below. Do you have an even number of kids or an odd number of kids? I find when there is a triangle, there are problems. We really like the divide and conquer. So if we're going to do the art project with the special art bin, we will take 2 kids, 1 parent, and have the other parent with the 3rd child doing something else. We also have less toys. What I found, which is also what the minimal mom told me I would find, and it's true, is they get more creative. I shared that one of my children has a really tough time picking up, especially small items. Actually, that same child, he can't even have toys in his room anymore. It's a combination between a sleep issue and a clean up issue. He has a very low clutter threshold. A clutter threshold is the amount of clutter that you can keep up with. So he has a very low clutter threshold. So in his room, he only has books, a diffuser, and a clock. Then he has furniture. So he has a beanbag chair, air sofa thing that I don't even know what that is, but he loves it, and he has a hammock. Kids with neurological delays, swinging motion is very helpful. What I found one day was he had lined up the books in this straight line, making it a train track. So he was using the items he had and his imagination. It was awesome. I really believe you can live with less toys and things go so much better. The less stuff in your home, the easier it is to manage and use the things you do have and love. So my decluttering journey, I've been on it for 6 months. They say it takes a year to fully be there. I'm 6 months in and already I'm seeing the benefits. It feels amazing. I recommend have less stuff.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.